Welcome to the next farm show. It's my wife Sandy and a lot of little nieces and nephews around today. You gonna say anything?
Welcome.
We have carrots. And these little guys here are gonna walk over to the horse and we're gonna feed him carrots. So let's go.
This is Mackenzie Tugis and Brian Irusi. Can you guys say hi?
Can you say hi?
Say hi to him over there.
Let's pick them up. Where are we gonna go? Huh? Where are we gonna go? We're gonna go see what? The horse.
What are the horses' names?
Okay. You ready? Let's go. Can you call them? You remember Buck? And here comes Starlight.
Starlight's halter fell off of them.
Oh, we gotta fix it.
You see the rooster? Brian calls the roosters cock-a-doodle-doos. He says doo-doo.
Monkey!
You want to give that to Buck?
They love carrots, so we give them carrots every once in a while. Whoa!
Should get some close-ups well.
Give that to Buck? There you go. Good job. Good job.
Nice.
You did it.
Nice.
Want to do nice to Buck?
Oh.
Oopsie.
My father's here.
Oh yeah.
My father's in the greenhouse, so he can show us what we're doing as far as getting plants ready for the garden. So come on in the greenhouse. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Where you going?
There he is. Go ahead right in.
Come on in. As you come in, you're welcomed by my welcoming duck here that quacks as you come into the greenhouse. You're welcome. Everybody comes in. Naturally, it's one of my favorite pets. You like that? Come on. Come on in. We just started, I just started, as a matter of fact, 3-4 weeks ago, starting to put a few things together for the early spring. I love coming out here. We've got, we show you some of this. See this here? This is a combination of maybe 6 or 7 different types of lettuce. Black Cedar Simpson, arugula, red and white lettuce, and an endive. And when you get about another 2 or 3 inches tall, I can start snipping away and incorporate with the rest of my salads. You buy at the store, it costs you $7 a pound. I've got some, a few here, marigolds that I planted last year. I saved some of the bulbs and I just sprinkled them in there. I just planted some this morning on the other side of the house. And these grow to be 3 feet tall. I mean, most marigolds are 8 inches, 10 inches tall, 12 inches. These go 3 feet and they're just a bunch of blossoms. Beautiful. Up here, over here, let me show you this. I had some seeds left over from a couple years ago. I said, well, I think I'll plant them, see what happens. This is summer squash. It's growing beautifully. Zucchini. It's growing nicely. And David planted some seeds from some pepper seeds he had, all different types, red, green, and yellow, in the house. And 2 weeks ago, they were about 2 inches tall. I figured, well, let me bring them out to the greenhouse where it's controlled temperature is about 70, 75 degrees all day long. You notice we have a cap on the outside to keep the direct sunlight off. It keeps it much, much cooler than direct sunlight. So I took some of the peppers and I put them in these pots from 2 inches, now they're starting to grow. All different colors, red, green, and yellow. We get some more up here. And what else we got? I transplanted some of the lettuce down here so they have more space to grow. I want to show you something over here. I went to a wedding last Saturday to probably one of the largest, most beautiful weddings I attended. Jamie Maloney and his wife, Kristen. And they gave us, each one of us, a package of forget-me-nots to remember them, to plant them. So what I did is I took some of the seeds and I put them into these little areas here. And a couple of days ago, what I'm going to do is take care of these, do water each day. And when they grow up to be 2 or 3 inches tall, we have out in our own flower garden a beautiful Blessed Mother out there. And as a tribute to Kristen and Jamie, when these grow to about 3 or 4 inches, I'm going to plant them around the Blessed Mother. So look out our picture window each day. You can see the Blessed Mother, and I won't forget Jamie and Kristen. So we just started here. As we go on, my daughter-in-law started to plant some seeds here. And you notice they're starting to come through now. These are some more peppers that I planted. And here, my coffee in the morning, in April when it's about 40 degrees outside, it's probably about 70, 75 degrees in here. A cup of coffee, a little music, relaxing. It takes a little time to enjoy the seedlings grow. It's just a nice area to be at. So I enjoy being out here, and I enjoy my garden. It's way in the back, and I just started to accumulate some seeds to put in there. I've got tomatoes coming, I got peppers, I got broccoli, I got so many different things to plant as the weather gets a little warmer. No sense of planting now, the first part of May or last part of April, because the old Italian farmer once told me, plants need sun and heat. You people plant in early May to figure to get an early start. I can plant mine the first part of June. Mine will take off much faster than theirs because they need the sun and the heat. So that's my little garden out here, my little enjoyment spot. I enjoy it very much, and I can't wait for these lettuce maybe another week or so. You see they're starting to grow beautiful here. I can snip these, and they keep growing. Stick them down where I want, maybe get a nice bowl of that, and some nice oil and garlic on there, a little vinegar, a kind of vinegar, and I gotta have some this red stuff that Brian and I made that you've probably seen on TV a number of times. Our own red wine, which was very nice with a salad and a little side dish or whatever we have. So this is my little green garden. Hope you enjoyed it. Arrivederci.
Let's take a little walk down by the water. We'll show you where the beaver's been eating the trees. If you come in closer, you can see we have a beaver out here, and it started eating my tree. And it looks like this one may not survive because it took quite a bit out. And you can see the bark on the other one scratched. So I put this chicken wire around. It hasn't been back here since. But we'll take a walk around the pond and I'll show you more trees that he just devoured, chopped down, and he's really doing a job. trying to make a dam so that he can stop the water so you can get fresh fish and all that stuff. So we'll take a walk around this way. Just zoom in on the marks. That's the beaver trying to start scratching at the tree.
He succeeded a couple times in getting the tree right into the water. Surprised he didn't work on that birch anymore.
This is one here,
Isn't that cool? It's like what you would see in...
and it's got real sharp teeth. It just keeps gnawing at the wood, and eventually the tree falls in the water, and then it gets plugged up, and that's how it makes a dam. You can see more of the trees here that the beaver has been trying to get down, and eventually it'll come back. I think that the dam is actually that way at the edge of the water, and he's trying to gather all the branches up to stop the water. And then over this way you'll see there's a couple little areas where the turtles will come up, but as soon as we come out the turtles will all jump in. And then the snapping turtles will come up on land and they'll lay their eggs. They'll dig a hole, lay their eggs, and then bury it back in. There's quite a few snapping turtles. But it's real nice. We like this time of year. Everything's in bloom. The weather's still fairly nice. It's not too hot yet. Although Millie says she's hot.
She's
Right,
hot.
Millie?
Millie, she's afraid of the bridge.
Evidently it's a pretty tall one, because to get the teeth up here, that's probably a couple feet. So it's a good sized one. We see it in the morning swimming in the water. It'll come up, you see his head, and then it'll go down for quite a ways. It'll swim probably 15, 20 feet and then come back up in another spot. So there's a lot of food out there for the beaver.
Hi, welcome again to the Rooster Family Farm. This is just a few of my, right baby, this is only a few of the many, many grandchildren we were blessed with. And I was asked by the crew to tell a story, and you know me, I don't have too many stories to tell. But since we have grandchildren here, I think I'll tell a story about just two of my grandchildren, okay? This boy here on my left, right here, this tough boy, his name is Cameron the Terror. He is tough. He's very athletically inclined, throw a football, hit the baseball, but he's tough. Now, the story I'm going to tell you about includes Cameron and his cousin Richie. Remember Richie? Yeah. Well, about a year ago or so, I was up visiting them in Northbridge, and they were playing in the backyard. You see them every 5 minutes. Richie was crying. Now, Richie's about a year and a half older than Cameron, but Richie is not athletically inclined at all. Richie is a very smart boy. He was reading at 3 years old. He was reading. He was saying the alphabet at 3, not only frontwards but backwards, and I can't even do it frontwards. He was reading. Very intelligent boy. Could spell everything. Couldn't throw a football. Couldn't hit a baseball. But Cameron and Richie, they were scenes, I'm telling you. So one day, Cameron, I was up visiting him, and Cameron hit him, and Richie cried. Remember that day, Cameron? Yeah. All afternoon, he's crying, crying, crying. So finally, Cameron went home. I took Richie and sat him on my lap. Says, remember the picture with Bing Crosby and Ingrid Bergman? I guess it was something to do with going my way. and this little boy was getting beat up by this bully. So the nun, Ingrid Bergman, took him off to the side and showed him a couple little fancy steps, jabs, and so forth. Well, I sat him on my lap and I told him, look, the next time he hits you, this is what we got to do. So I told him what to do. 2 weeks later, I got a call from my daughter Nancy, Richie's mother. Guess what happened today? I said, what? Did Cameron hit Richie? No. Richie hit Cameron. And what happened? Well, I asked him, Richie, how do you feel about that? And he answered quickly, H-A-P-P-Y. To me, I got a burst of laugh out of that, but that's not the end of the story, because, well, wait a minute. A few weeks later, they were down at my house here. My daughter Mary, she was here, and Nancy, and Richie and Cameron. They were in the living room, and Richie hit Cameron because Cameron did something to him, and Cameron cried. And my daughter Mary said, Richie, why'd you do that? He said, because Grampy told me to. I said, Mary, no, it wasn't like that. I just tried to help him defend himself because he was getting beat up every day. But now Richie's about 6 foot tall, and Cameron's still about, what, 3 feet? How tall are you, 3 feet, Cameron? 2 feet? Or 4 feet? 4 feet. Anyway, Richie's much bigger, huskier, and it seemed like Cameron doesn't hit Richie anymore. I guess it's resolved. All right, everybody says cut. Arrivederci. Oh, you can go swimming now, okay? They're going to go swimming in the pool. Yeah. And you too? And he wants to go swimming too. You too? Okay. See ya. Watch him.
Well, thanks for coming to the farm again. This is the springtime, and we're real happy that it's here. Everything's green and leaves are coming. The kids are in the pool, and I got the hose. See you next time. Yoo-hoo! Well, that was quite a show. I want to thank Will McLennan, Paul Baldwin, and Barbara Chisholm of the cable studio, Channel 8, for helping us film that. We really enjoy all the children and everybody coming to the farm and participating in the shows. I want to thank baby Brian Irusi, baby Mackenzie Tugas, her brother Cameron Tugas, my little baby Anthony Irusi, and my father Oswald, who everybody can call Ozzy, and Cedar Lawn Company for helping plant our trees with the new spade machine there. And prior to doing that, they called DigSafe for us. And DigSafe's the company that they notify before digging anywhere to protect the utilities, gas lines, electrical lines, and so forth. Well, thanks a lot for watching our show, and I hope you can join us sometime in the near future. Take care. We're at the pond, and Tyler's going to demonstrate how to put a life preserver on, because anytime you're near the pond, whether you're fishing, boating, and you're a child, you absolutely should have a life preserver on. Adults, unfortunately, we can't force the issue. I recommend you use one, but a lot of adults don't. So what we'll do is Tyler will demonstrate putting it on the proper way. This one actually is a nice vest, and it has 3 clips, very comfortable. You really have to go to a sporting store and have your child fitted for it. As you can see, it's not real baggy, it's not loose, it's not up under his chin. It's actually a perfect fit. Next year, when he's 3 feet taller, we'll have to get him a new one. All right? What we have down here is a couple extra life preservers, a couple paddles, and of course, his fishing poles. you always want to have a couple extra life preservers because you never know when someone's going to come along and want to go on the boat, and you should have a preserver for them. Nobody should go on the boat without a preserver. So what we're going to do here is we're going to launch this boat, and then Tyler will get in it, and he'll paddle down the way, and we'll see how safe he is. What's good about this boat here is it's a flat bottom boat, so you can actually lean to the side to pull a fish out with a net or something, and it's not going to tip. We'll demonstrate that as soon as Tyler gets in it. Canoes, you want to be careful because they can tip. So here we go. Nice lightweight aluminum boat. One person can handle it. Okay, you're on your own. Good luck. Notice he gets right down low because Tyler's been taught that he can't stand in the boat. You never want to stand up in a boat because you can tip. So he goes right in, he stays down low, gets his paddles. Probably use one paddle, Ty, for this application. Just have to go side to side. All right. Just push out to the middle a little bit right here, Tyler, so we can demonstrate how safe it is. Put the paddle in the boat. Alright, now just rock back and forth. The flat bottom is quite stable. If you were in a canoe and you did that, the canoe would probably go right sideways, and that's dangerous. So if children want to go fishing and they're in their teenage years, I recommend a flat bottom boat for them. Okay. And what we'll do next is we'll go over to the other dock, which is right over there, and we'll show you a couple more different kinds of boats. Now this boat here is not a good boat. One of the reasons is it doesn't have a rope on it, so you couldn't pull it in if you needed to. And if you rock back and forth, Tyler, go ahead. As you see, it's not very stable, so if you was to lean on one side, the boat would probably tip over. So this is not a recommended boat. What we'll do is we'll take this boat right out of service so it doesn't float anymore, and then nobody can get hurt in it. Okay, step out of that one. These are almost too lightweight. Okay. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a kayak. We'll put that in the water. We'll see how that does. All right, this one's a 14-foot kayak. And what's important about this boat here is that you have good coordination. Double on one side. Beautiful. And he's home. Lightweight boat. It has a whistle in case you have to alert somebody getting too close or whatever like that, or if you're in trouble. As I said, you have a life preserver, your paddles. You don't want to have any kind of alcohol or drugs when you're operating this boat. A lot of accidents are due to that. You want to be trained in self-rescue and in group rescue, which means if you were out in the middle of the pond and you were in trouble, you tipped over, you'd be able to get back in the boat by yourself, or you'd be able to help somebody else at the same time. These are very safe boats if you're trained in using them. If you don't know how to use them, you shouldn't be in them. Get the proper training and you can have a lot of fun. These go very fast. They're all by manual labor. There's no motor. And you can spin it around, you can go forward, backwards, anything like that. All right, Ty, take it out. And off he goes. Doing a fine job. Okay, folks. That's going to cover it for the summer safety tips this year.
Tommy wants to design bridges when he grows up. Maybe he'll design one that you'll use. Now, would you like this free booklet of simple ways you can help improve his education? Call 1-800-96-PROMISE.
Good afternoon, officer. My license and registration. Cheeseburger? It's hot out today, huh, officer? Maybe my tail lights out.
Shouldn't you be
carpooling? I guess you're right.
I guess I am.
Carpooling can save up to 600,000 gallons of gas a year. This message sponsored by Ad Council and Earthshare.
They've given our generation a label. X. Generation Nothing. They say we have no sense of purpose. They say we have no war to fight and no cause to believe in. Who are they? Join the thousands of us who are making a difference and wear a label that does mean something.
To have a dream, but never the chance to achieve it. That is perhaps the greatest tragedy in life. The United Negro College Fund exists to bring the dreams of thousands of young people within reach. Hands that yearn to touch lives. We train to heal, to teach, to bless. We encourage souls that hear music to write symphonies and sing anthems. And to those once bound by poverty, we present a wealth of possibilities. When you support the United Negro College Fund, you give more than money. You give dreams that may have died, the power to live.
Support the United Negro College Fund. A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
There's an awesome power that can eliminate over half of our nation's defense forces. It's everywhere, and it can strike at any time. Who has this incredible power? You do. If you employ National Guard and Reserve members, you need to use your power wisely, because today, the Guard and Reserve make up over half of our country's defense. So when they need time off to serve, be a hero. Give them the freedom to protect ours.
Thousands of women will lose a child to AIDS simply because they didn't get an HIV test when they were pregnant. You see, there's now treatment that can help stop the spread of HIV from mother to baby, which gives children of HIV-infected mothers something they never had before, a chance. If you're pregnant, please get an HIV test.
Sally wants to be a surgeon when she grows up. Maybe someday she'll operate on you. Now, would you like this free booklet of simple ways you can help improve her education? Call 1-800-96...